Kia ora everyone, it's Michael here from The Insatiable Gamer. I'm trying my hand at my very first video review, so apologies in advance for any kind of mistakes or, I guess, issues with it. But hopefully you enjoy it and you enjoy my gameplay video as well. So for those of you who are uninitiated, Wonderboy III, The Dragon's Trap, was originally released back in 1989. So that was a whole 6 years before I was born. This game was what set in progress, I guess what you'd call my life adventure that would lead to me creating The Insatiable Gamer and then in turn The Insatiable Filmer. So when I heard about this remake through my friends over at Head Up Games, I was excited. I talk all the time about how much I love Wonderboy and how it's, it changed my life in video games, and so yeah, when I came across this, it was everything I could have hoped for. It was developed by, so this is the remake, as I was just saying, which is just titled Wonderboy the Dragon's Trap. So they dropped obviously the I, and it was developed by Lizardcube and then, like I said, distributed by Head Up Games. And this is everything I could have ever hoped or dreamed for since I gave my Sega away a few years ago. Something you'll notice from my horrendous gameplay is that young Michael back in the day, he was a little bit better than present Michael at platformers. I don't remember ever struggling this much, and so there's a lot of cuts, there's a lot of transitionings, because I didn't want you to see me getting hit by the same enemy over and over and over again. It's fairly humiliating at times, and my partner laughed a lot at me as I was editing through this. So I know you're here just to kind of get a quick sum up. You don't want to, hear me talking and raving about a game that I've already confessed my love to. And I've, you can see the full written review up at theinsatiablegamer.com. Probably, hopefully, before this one comes up, or at least alongside this video. It should be in the link in the description down below, but I can't make any guarantees there. So this game is great, and that's my opinion. For some, they might find it a little bit difficult because it is a remake. So a lot of the original mechanics that were rife in old school, N64, Sega, and pre that, where enemies would just constantly spawn and things like that, and a lot of things that don't actually occur in games these days are still present, and it's something that I actually really enjoyed because it kept the gameplay nostalgic for me, and I really enjoyed it. But the beautiful crisp controls and the clean hand-drawn animations really make all of the, it's honestly just stunning. Like, look at this, look at me running around collecting these coins like a mad little lizard man that I am. It just looks just stunning. The other thing that you'll be able to hear in the background is the soundtrack. Now, the soundtrack is based on the original from Wonderboy III, The Dragon's Trap. And honestly, as soon as I booted up this game, I was taken back to sitting in my garage and playing this, what would become one of my favorite games of all time. And that's fantastic. And they haven't just remade the game; they have added some additional extras that do make it a lot more fun. So you can play as an all-new character, which is Hugirl. So in the original game, you could only play as one character, which is completely understandable for a game developed in 1989. But now you can play as both a female and a male protagonist. It's not even the best edition. You can switch between the retro graphics and audio and the remake on the fly, and it's not like I've played some other remakes where when you switch it does stutter a bit, but this is honestly, it's the flick of a right trigger and it switches on the fly, and there's no issues. It doesn't lag, it doesn't delay. You can literally do it at any point, and it's fantastic. I honestly don't have a single complaint to make. This is everything that I was looking for in a remake of Wonderboy. So if you were a fan of the original, or if you love, those retro-inspired platformers with, a real clean graphics style, then I would 100% recommend this. This will be, your jam for a long time. If, you struggle with, mechanics that some may call outdated, then I would still recommend giving this a real shot. It's so enjoyable, and it really puts into perspective how far video games have come since the late 80s, early 90s. And I guess playing it, I was showing my partner what the graphics were like back in the day, and she was just like what the hell. It's incredible just how far we've come in such a short span of time. But regardless if you're playing it for nostalgia, if you're playing it because you saw it interesting, you're playing it because you watched this video, you like my voice, you're not going to regret it. It's definitely worth it. So yeah, thanks. This is Michael from The Insatiable Gamer. Make sure you flick a like if you liked it. If you didn't like it, dislike it, and I'll find you. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. Check out theinsatiablegamer.com. I've chucked all our other social media links down in the description below as well. But otherwise, thanks for listening.